Welcome to our Sunday broadcast. My name is Reverend Jeffrey Mengel of Ebenezer Presbyterian Church in Quayman. Today we are speaking on the theme, Prepare to meet your Lord. Prepare to meet your Lord. And our text is taken from Mark 13, verse 24 to 37. And I read, but in those days, after the tribulation, the sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light, and the stars will be falling from heaven, and the powers in the heavens will be shaken. And they will see the Son of Man coming in clouds with great power and glory. And then he will send out the angels and gather his elect from the four winds, from the ends of the earth to the ends of the heaven. From the fig tree, learn its lesson. As soon as its branches become tender and put out its leaves, you know that summer is near. So also, when you see these things taking place, you know that he is near at the very gates. Truly, I said to you, this generation will not pass away until all these things take place. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will not pass away. But concerning the day or that hour, no one knows, not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father. Be on guard and keep awake, for you do not know when the time will come. It is like a man going on a journey when he leaves home and puts his servants in charge, each with his work, and commands the doorkeeper to stay awake. Therefore, stay awake, for you do not know when the master of the house will come, in the evening, or at midnight, or when the cock crows, or in the morning, lest when he comes suddenly and find you asleep. And what I say to you, I say to all, stay awake. People of God, we are speaking on the theme, prepare to meet your Lord. It is an undeniable fact, whether you believe it or not, that a day will come we are going to meet the Lord Jesus. So your meeting of the Lord could be through your death, or it could be that you are going to meet him coming alive. The parable of the fig tree gives us knowledge of what we should know about the Lord's coming, and the parable of the servant, in what we read, indicates a lack of knowledge of when he is coming. The purpose of the church is to prepare the bride of Christ for his coming, because Jesus is coming for a church without a spot or wrinkle. Therefore, as Wierse puts it, the important thing is not watching the calendar, but building our character. When he comes, he must find us to be on the watch. Will Jesus find you watching when he comes? Why must we prepare and be watchful for his coming? Because we are living in times that even our own flesh is fighting us. This has been made worse through the influence of the world, and the enemy is taking advantage of it daily to rob us. The enemy is throwing everything at us to choke us and render us useless in our preparedness for the Lord's coming. Will you prepare yourself for his coming? How do we prepare for the Lord's coming? Jesus said, you must watch and pray. But what do we see in the church today? We see two extremes of believers in our day. Those who are watching but are not praying, and those who are praying but they are not watching. Those who are watching and not praying have been captured by the enemy. They know they are living in sin, but they're making so many excuses and philosophies to justify their sinful nature. They know the end is near and Christ is coming, but they have no power to resist temptation and live for Jesus. And there are those who are praying, But those who are not totally watching, they are focused so much on themselves and what they want God to do for them, and have forgotten the time and season they are in. They are praying all right, but they are interested in their personal ministries, their personal vocations, their careers, and their relationships, forgetting that all these things must fit into God's purpose for His kingdom. So although they are praying, they have no bearing and alignment to God's spirit and what God is doing. Today, we are being called upon not only to watch but also to pray. It is in our watch that we are able to discern the times and seasons and in our prayer we receive grace to function as emissaries for heaven. A story is told by Vaughan, who said there was a city in Italy where lava from a mountain submerged the whole city and covered it completely. 1,000 years after, the city was excavated by archaeologists, and many things were found in the city. One amazing thing discovered was a soldier who was still seated at his post watching. 1,000 years ago, the soldier has been killed at his post, but was found still watching at his post when he has died. Therefore, let us be found at our post wherever God has placed us. When He comes, when the world is covered, as it will be with fire, may we be found faithful at our post. Dearly beloved, guard against sin by putting on the whole armor of Christ. Guard against temptation that might come in disguise and seduction. Let your heart and affection be on Christ as you persevere in patience. I say again, watch. May the Lord bless you and strengthen you as you keep watching and are waiting for His coming. Once again, my name is Reverend Jeffrey Mingle, and God bless you. See you another time. Bye bye.